Hey there. Hey, Blue. Y'all, I am cleaning. I'm cleaning and I'm sanitizing. I'm cleaning and I'm sanitizing. I done made, look, I got me 2 concoctions. Not 1, but 2, honey. Bleach, ammonia. I got the whole works, everything, honey. I am cleaning, spraying down. I didn't reorganize. Let me show y'all my closet. Let me show y'all. Honey, look, when you ain't got nothing but time on your hands, you might as well reorganize. So I done took out all my, these are my summer shoes. I done took out all of my winter, my boots and all that stuff. And I put my summer stuff in there. Had the boys take that down. I moved my winter coats, as you can see. My furs and stuff is over here, and all my winter coats and stuff. And then I got that. So I've been organizing my closet. I'm cleaning my bathroom up. Don't mix that. You will make mustard. You know what? It's nothing but soap. It's a little bit of bleach. It's soap, and it is this right here. So I do it all the time. I put this one in, and then I got the awesome, the fabuloso. So that's fine. And then I take the other one, and then I put in ammonia and soap and bleach. So I have 2 different bottles. So I have one that has bleach in it, and then I have one that has ammonia. Honey, I've been doing this for 30 years. 30 years. So I got it under control. Thank you, Jessica. You said, okay, be safe. Honey, I'm trying. I'm trying to be safe, clean, and sanitary. That's why I showed you I got 2 bottles. So the good thing is this one right here, the Clorox. So I put the bleach in this one. So I know this one has bleach in it. So this is the one with the bleach because it's already in the Clorox bleach container. And then so that's another thing you got. No, you know, you trying to make me be safe. So I appreciate that. So no, because some people may not know that. And then this is the one with the ammonia in it. So it's the all-purpose one. So I put this one with the ammonia in it. And so I have 2 different bottles. So I have the one with the ammonia is the one I use to like clean the toilets out and, you know, and all that kind of stuff and clean it. And then the other one that's with the bleach I like this one to spray out, and then it's got the foam too, so I like to spray the sink, let the sink soak with the foam in it a little bit, keep your sink all nice and white and clean. I shouldn't have shook it up. I was shaking it up, so now I got all the soap and stuff up in there, but that's okay, it's still coming out. And then you let it just sit real good. And then after you let it sit, you know, a little bit, then you just wipe and scrub your sink out. And then I'm washing too, y'all. So I'm doing all this at the same time, and I'm washing. 21 people in the house. Can you please thumbs up? Lord Jesus, I actually made a laugh. Ooh, Spicy, you here? Because I heard that they have not, nobody's getting their messages and stuff. So I'm glad y'all popped in. 22 people here. Thumbs up this video. It can't be, you know. I guess some people was getting it. I'm getting messages. Let me make sure I get you guys and I say hi to everybody because I don't want to miss nobody. So Blue was my first one. Hey, Empress. Hi, Rainy Putz. How you doing, love? Hey, Gina. Hey, baby mama. I was just speaking of you. Thank you for being here, love. Hey, lovely love. Hi again, Blue. How are you holding up, beautiful? I'm trying. Hey, all minds. Hi, Empress. According to the title, yes. Hey, my beautiful sister. How you doing, Tropical Punch? Jessica, again, thank you, love. Empress, all mine. Spicy, you made it. King Leak. Hey, Miss G, I got my tinfoil kufu. on for this virus. Okay, something seems off. Come on now. I've been cleaning and disinfecting too. I had to go re-up on my vinegar and baking soda because the kids bought up all the bleach. Yes, I'm getting them. I've just been super busy. Gina, gotta ask a question. Go ahead, Belle. Ask it, love. Well, good evening, my pretty queen in live chat. Thank you, Miss Gifted. How you doing, love? That in the awesome from the top. Yes, honey. The awesome and stuff from the Dollar Tree. Y'all better come on with it. Y'all better come on with it, honey. We are not playing. So, guys, I got some good news, you all. Remember I told y'all about the first show that I'm supposed to do, where I'm supposed to do, I got two more. So 3 producers want me for a show. The other one contacted me and was like, Miss Gina, did you get the NDA? And I said, no, I didn't get no NDA. And they were like, okay, well, we're going to resend it because we saw that you sent, I gave them my real email address. And so they said, we're going to send it and everything. Honey, they got through watching my reels. You know, I sent them copies of my Walmart stuff, and I sent them copies of the Dr. Phil and all the other shows and stuff that I had been doing. Honey, they looked at that stuff and was like, we want you. They said, hurry up and sign that. We want you. I told you, when your job, when your business, when everything speaks for itself and it's real, you ain't got to pretend on nothing else. You ain't got to pretend. So I have to do this 30-second video that they want me to do. I got to do one here in my bathroom, and so I got the bathroom all nice and fresh with all my stuff. And then I'm supposed to do one at my office. I haven't been to my office, y'all. Well, I have been there, but I haven't been back since the last time I was there. So I have to go there and do a video there and basically clean it up. I'm gonna have to clean it up and all that stuff too. My daughter, let me tell you something. I was getting all on CC. Not only that, let me tell y'all something. If y'all got people, friends and family, you know, because a lot of friends and family have gotten together because of this crisis. So they're all together and they're doing stuff together because of this crisis. But be honest, have y'all asked yourself, when they going home? When can you go home? Y'all, let me tell you something. CC is driving me crazy. I woke up this morning, y'all, broad daylight. She got every light on in the house. Do you hear me when I say it? Every light on. And then she say, I didn't do that, Mom. I said, CC, you the only one that come in my bathroom and use my bathroom and turn on every light. Y'all even know that when I come into the bathroom, I only use the light over the sink. I don't use the main, let me show you. Because I want y'all to see how, do y'all ever see me use this light? Now y'all be here with me all the time. Do y'all ever see me use this light? I never use this light up here. I only use, let me turn the light back off. When I come in, I only use this light. So I'm like, little girl, you gonna be paying the light bill, the gas bill. Hey, Vonnie Vaughn, hey, boo. I told her she gonna be paying some stuff. And I had to look, I was like, when you going home? I love her. But I'm like, see, Kiki said, hey, my Kiki boo. Kiki say, nope, you sure don't. Kiki even know. Y'all know. See, look. Y'all know I don't use this big light. I use this light all the time. I don't even use, my shower windows is dusty. But I don't even use this light. Okay, that's this light. I don't even use this light. I got to wash down my glass, honey. I got to spray it. Look. So I told her, I want y'all to see. The only lights, can y'all see it a little better? It's if I do it sideways. That light up there, it's still Okay, you can see it a little better now. I only use that light over there. I don't over the mirrors. I ain't using that light. Girl, she keep every light in the house on. She have this big light on. I came in, honey. She got the bright lights in here in my room. That light, girl. I'm like, girl, this coronavirus got to hurry up. My question is, have you heard of Annie Lennox? No More I Love You. Yes. Oh my God. I love Annie Lennox. Yes. Sweet dreams are made of this. Who am I to disagree? Travel the world in 7 seas. Everybody's looking for something. Yes, I know Annie Lennox. Honey, that was my jam back in the, y'all know I can't sing. But I try. But that was my jam back in the day. I look, y'all see, I got, y'all don't look. This is my house. I'm in the house. I got my house dress on, and I'm cleaning. Don't forget to give Miss Gina's a thumb up. Thank you, Prima Wanda. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. So which ones you talking about? Oh, okay. Well, I know you're talking about. She was back with them during that time. But I like their music, all of them. That she was with that group, and them. They all came, around the same time in that era. That's what I'm trying to say. They all came around in the same time during that era. So I like her. I like her music. I like her a lot. Guess what? That virus has spread it out here. One person has been infected with the coronavirus. 20 open case in Bell County. Congrats on your new job assignment. Thank you, thank you. It's not a job assignment though. This is just my TV stuff. Y'all know because my job is shut down, honey. I contacted them and they was just like, nope, we ain't have nothing. We don't know when y'all gonna go back or anything. So I'm out of work. So since I've been out of work, I just been focusing on doing my TV stuff. So beforehand, remember I said I get a lot of emails. I get a lot of emails from different producers, directors, talent folks. I get emails all the time. And some of them I answer, some of them I tell them I get back to them or whatever. So with us being stuck at the house, this has given me the time to answer those videos. This has given me the time to fill out the applications, do all the work, the stuff that they want you to, if I'm interested in whatever show it is that they're going to do. So there's 3 shows that I'm interested in doing that I think I may want to do, and I have to do videos for those shows. I have to get that into them, and then I have to sign the NDAs and get all that stuff back to them and everything else. So thank you, Tropical. Thank you, love, for that blessing. Thank you, honey. You just don't know. Thank you. I really appreciate that. Where's my other phone? Did you guys hear about the couple on Facebook that's this young couple, and they were conning people on Facebook, trying to make them think, because y'all know the scammers is coming out in droves. So honey, they done came up with a new Cash App scam. So what they have been doing is telling the public that they're going to Cash App somebody $500, and then 7 minutes later they're going to Cash App somebody $700. 15 minutes later they're going to Cash App somebody $1,000, and they're telling you though you must sow a seed. You have to sow a seed in order for this is the new con. This is the new Cash App con. You have to sow a seed, so you have to send them whatever it is that you can send them. Y'all, when y'all read the messages, I gotta get, because I did a whole bit, honey. Y'all didn't see me on YouTube yesterday, but I was on Facebook Live. Some of y'all might, if you my Facebook friend, I was on Facebook Live yesterday. And so when I saw it, it just broke my heart because I was reading a lot of what the people had to say. And y'all, there were mothers, there were single moms, honey. There were that people were going through all kind of stuff. They were like, please, 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 could you send? I sowed the seed. One person said they gave him $80. This one guy said he had $9 in his account. He said, I sent you guys five. He said, all I got is $9, and because they're thinking they might be the one that's gonna get cashed out. $500, 1,000. Honey, people were pouring out. It broke my heart. Other folks were saying they've been doing this all day. They did three lives doing this. They was just coming. Y'all, when I ran across them, it pissed me off so bad. It pissed me off so bad. I had to do a whole video about it. I had to do an entire video about it. So I am definitely going to, I got to show y'all this. I'm back. I had a phone call. That's okay. Are y'all still being paid? We're not. You know why, Randy? Because if I don't work, it's kind of like the home health care stuff. If I don't work, I don't get paid because I work through an agency. So because I work through an agency, like through a staffing company, because I work through them, when I don't work, I don't get paid. So I've been off work 3 weeks now. So I don't get paid anything. Nope. Honey, I got to do whatever I can do. Like I said, y'all saw me doing them t-shirts yesterday, didn't you? So the sale of those t-shirts, I just told my daughters today, I said, I got to do foot fetish videos because we went to the store today. We went to Myers. We had to get some more food. I bought another couple of cases of water. I bought some more gloves. I'm trying to stack up because they're talking about they're going to shut us down completely to where you can't leave your home. So I spent the last of what I had today. I had $127 left. $127. My bill came to $111 and some change. $111 and some change. Thank God I got a full tank of gas. Our gas here is $1.99. It's $1.99. So I filled the tank up. I really don't have to go nowhere. If I don't have to go anywhere, I'm not trying to go anywhere. But honey, the struggle is real. And I'm not even complaining about myself because thank God, like I said, I'm here with family and everything else, and we making it work. But I'm feeling bad for those mothers and parents that has it worse than me, that literally have it worse than I do. You all, y'all got to see this video. I'm looking for it right now. Okay. So my Facebook, it's so slow. I'm waiting for the internet is so slow. I'm waiting for it to pop in. So let me see what some of you guys said. We get paid up to 2 weeks, and after we can use any PTO vacation. Ooh, that's good, Kiki. You sure that's not Jay Wilson? No, this was a no, this was a couple. This was a guy and a girl, and honey, that guy was way younger than Jay Wilson. He was way young. He was a young kid. He had to be like in his 20s, maybe 25, something like. He wasn't over 30. They were young. And the girl, she had to be about 25 or so, like that. So, oh, they took it. Oh, no, here it is. You can. I'm not though, but you can. I'll probably be hungry afterwards. Okay. It says here, when this happens, it's usually because the owner only shared it with a small group. Okay. So, okay, here it is. I just said, do not give this couple any money. That's what I put on there. And then this is, let me show y'all, because I want y'all to see this. So that's me. Come on, Gina, hurry, speak. Come on and talk. Let me see if I can. Okay, here it is. I want y'all to see this. They conning people. People sending them money because he say it's his birthday. And you got these folks that are, because when you ain't got nothing else, when you have nothing else, you hold on to a thread. A thread of hope. A thread of hope. Yep. Damn, if I could just, if anybody could help, if somebody hear my call, and when you think, when you see something like this, because you think that this person, empty accounts, God, kids, home, food, travel. I was reading the messages. I'm reading the messages that the people are putting on there. First in my family to graduate from college, very sick, need meds, could really use the help. Could really use the help. This is what they do to people during this time. You see how you got people scamming? You see how you got folks scamming? Because a person that really wants to help you, a person that really wants to help you, they gonna help you. They gonna help you. You don't need somebody to tell you to come on to a Facebook channel and drop down, hey Katya, hey love, to drop down your Cash App. Because if a person want to give you something, they gonna give it to you. Let me tell you something. Every Friday on my YouTube channel, we used to do Cash App parties. All you had to bring was $1. All you had to bring was $1, and we helped a lot of people. We sure did. Y'all remember that? Work. We helped people get home. We helped folks put gas in their car. We helped people buy medicine, okay? We helped folks put groceries in their homes. We helped mothers. We helped fathers. Do you understand what I'm saying? This is something that we see. That's a will. That's a way. You don't have to get on here. Only person that's winning and getting the money is these motherfuckers that's on here that's scamming. They don't give a damn about nothing. And see, it pisses me off. It pisses me off when you got two SOBs. When you look at them, SOBs like this, and they know people are going through all kind of shit right now. Folks is still every day, every single freaking day, somebody's losing their job. Every single day. You got parents right now. That means it needs a battery. That's all. You make signs going off like we need to get out the house. If it's just beeping, it's letting us know it needs a battery. Right now, that is going through some stuff, and you know what they do? They on YouTube, they on Facebook. They're on. So I'll put a battery in. Okay, and they are trying to get every miracle. They're praying for every miracle that they can get. And you got son of a bitches like this bitch right here, and this motherfucker that she with, on here scamming to take y'all money. Y'all, she was conning so good. Let me tell you. They ain't trying to help. She was conning so good that she was like, baby, ain't it your birthday? Somebody gonna get 1,000. She says, let me stop this. Because my big mouth. Gina, shut up. Okay, let me put it up. So she was conning so good. She was like, baby, ain't it your birthday? It's your birthday, baby. See, oh, God is good. See, he gonna give back. See, it is all about giving back. Honey, they was pretending it was his birthday. The girlfriend went off on one of they subscribers or whoever that was on their post and said, because the person said, so when are y'all gonna give out the money? And she said, you got the nerve to ask us when we giving out the money and you ain't sowed a seed? You ain't sowed a seed? And other people was like, I sent $5. I sent $10. I sold the seed. She said, even if you could sow $1, sow a seed, you got to pay it forward in order to get somebody. Honey, they had the con up. We're going to give another $700 in 7 minutes. In 7 minutes. Oh, y'all ready for the big one? The big one going to come in 15 minutes. I'm giving somebody $1,000, but you got to sow a seed. They did. Let me tell you something. They had over 2,000 people in their chat. If each person gave them gave them $1, that's $2,000. Now these people been giving them double and triple, right? So double that is 4,000. Okay, triple that is 6,000. Okay, so if people are giving them $5, $10, $20, $80, they are making upwards of 10,000 every time they went live, and they had been going live. Somebody said they saw them last week. They had been going live for days, y'all. They were doing it 3-4 times a day. Do you hear me? And the only people that was getting fat was them. Nobody else. They were the only one. And these folks was pouring out their heart. Do you hear me? They was pouring out their heart. It was just too much. It was too much. Tropical Punch said, I'm still working because I'm at the hospital. Yep. First responders. Kiki said, I was supposed to work tomorrow, but our manager admin called me and the others and told us not to show up tomorrow. They sent everyone furlough packets to email. Wow. I am, because we have the Rona patients out here, so I'm being safe. Please be safe. Hey, Bench Thinker. How you doing, love? Thanks for attending. Thank you, guys. Hope everyone and their families are well. Please, everybody, be well. Be safe. Somebody streamed them on a live. They were a mess. Come on, Spicy. Come on with it. You know all about them. What are their names? I don't know their names. What they have been doing is, Prima Wanda, posting on different pages. So they were posting like on a hair and nail page. They were posting on another hair thing. So they go on other people's platforms or other people's pages and upload their video, or they do the live streams on Facebook. You know, Facebook, if you want to do a live stream, a live show, or whatever it is, a watch, they call it the watch show, watch channel, watch party. That's what they call it. They were doing watch parties back to back to back. So even though it was an old stream, they were still doing watch parties back to back to back to. When I tell you, honey, this couple raked up. They raked, honey. Y'all better not let it get back to old brother Jay, because honey, he might take that idea and go and run with it, because you know he all for the new cash apps, you know, scams, whatever the new cash app scam, honey. So he'll think of that. Ooh, that's clever. That's clever. Ooh, let me tell them I'm gonna give somebody, honey. Some people was calling them out and was saying, but y'all naming y'all own people. They're like, we're giving, you know, let me just say, who I got on here? Prima Wanda. We're giving Prima Wanda $1,000. Prima Wanda, did you get your $1,000? We get, and you know that the people is in on it, or it might be her. She pretending she's whoever, like she got the money. You see what I'm saying? And folks was like, but y'all ain't showing us. Show us on it, because you know when you sent somebody $1,000, you can show on your Cash App that you sent it to them. They never showed it. If you sent somebody $500, you can show on your. That's why I used to always show y'all. Remember when we would do our cash pot parties, and I said I want y'all to know that the person got it right away. And remember I used to say, the person, I said, let them know that Miss Gina sent it to you, because I never wanted it to ever be any funny shit. And I would show y'all, and it would show Miss Gina sent $50 to such and such. Miss Gina sent $100 to such and such. Honey, they never showed these huge amount of monies that they were supposed to send out every few minutes. Every few minutes, it went higher and higher and higher. But they said you got to sow a seed. You have to sow a seed, honey. And people were doing it. It's not a federal offense if you're giving money out the kindness of your heart. It's just like the Cash App parties. That's what they basically was doing. They were doing Cash App parties with the promise of, you sow a seed to us, we're going to give somebody such and such. That's all they were doing. Like when we do the pot. Except for when we did the Cash App pot, the person that won actually got the money. When they were doing it, nobody got the money. Just they were the ones that was getting all the money. So that was the new, honey, it was upsetting me, because I was seeing mothers that were begging saying they need diapers for their baby, they need formula. They was like, please have. One mother said, I sent you my last, I sowed a seed of $10, I gave you my last, please. She said $50 would do. Let me tell you what the chick did. The chick would go over all the other people that she would ignore them, but the ones that she knew of, or who she said, oh, did you see this one? She'll read off and say, oh, this person, see, she sent me $1 and I cashed out her $100 already. I cashed, but they never showed the $100, right? She said, oh, she was so in need. See what, and people telling them, thank you, God bless you for doing this. You guys are, because folks are really thinking they're angels. And they're a devil in disguise. They wolves in sheep's clothing. It is horrible. It's horrible. It is horrific that a human being would do this to other people that genuinely needed that money. Y'all. I mean, you look at it like, what do I got to lose? What does it that I got to lose? Let me tell you something. A person that want to give you something and do something for you, they going to do it out the kindness of their heart. A person that's going to look out for you, baby, they going to look out for you for out the kindness of their heart. That is what it is that they going to do. It may not be today, it may not be tomorrow, but a genuine person that wants to help you and wants to, we are going through stuff. There's mothers that's at home that don't have anything. This is the reason why I got on here to report thee, because there is moms. There is a young mother that's home right now with 3, 4, 5 kids, baby. She ain't got no man at home. And she's sending these motherfuckers her last dollar because she hoping they might send me $500. I might be the one they say, and I can go buy my baby some Pampers. And you're right, you thinking it's only $1, but then that dollar adds up when a motherfucker got 2,000 people in the chat. You understand? Come on. It adds up. Come on. The more people y'all better listen. It's 11 people in here right now. All I got is 11 people watching me right now. If I was to ask all of you for $1, that's $11 that I got. So to you, Tosca, it's only $1. You say it ain't nothing. Somebody else on here, who else do I got on here? Joe might say it's only $1. I'm not gonna care about that. But guess what? That dollar means a lot to a motherfucker that don't have it. And you're hoping and praying for just a miracle. Just a miracle. Let me tell you something. I saw a post, and I'm going to ask y'all this question. Have you ever been so hungry that you had sleep for dinner? Did you hear what I said? Can you answer that question? Have you ever been so hungry that you had sleep for dinner? Now, that's 12 people up in here. I'm asking you that question. Because if you have, then you understand what I'm talking about. And that dollar is your ray of hope. Now, if you ain't never been so hungry that you had sleep for dinner, then you ain't missing out on, because you don't know what it's like. You don't know that the struggle is real. But for a lot of people right now, the struggle is real. Thank you, love. I was saying that people are saying that they can lose $1 to get a chance to win. Yes. Hey, Denise. Yes. So glad to see you in my prayers. For those in need, you are so awesome to be so cards on the table. Thank you, Miss Gina. Love you. True. Thank you. You're welcome, Denise. When you come up on something and you see that this couple, this loving, they're a nice looking couple. Don't get me wrong. They're a nice looking couple. When you see this loving, nice looking couple, and you sit there and you say, wow, I might get a chance. Because they say they're going to do it again in 10 minutes. Yep. They say they're going to do it again in 15 minutes. They say they're going to do it again in 20 minutes. So they're saying they're going to do it several times over. And if they see your name roll up enough, you just hope and pray that it might be you. So that dollar was easy to give up when you're hoping and praying that you might get something back. Have you ever, I have, been so hungry and all you have is $1? And you went and you said, okay, I'm going to go to the store and I'm gonna get this and then this and that, and I'm down to my last dollar. And you said I'm back to work. So stay safe, family. I'll keep you. You stay safe, Tropical Punch. We love you. Please stay safe and sanitize. A regular lottery ticket or whatever it is, but you're gonna buy a ticket because you're hoping and praying. Damn, if I could just win $50. You happy if you win $5? Well, I spent $1, but shoot, if I can win $5, I'm good. Yes. So, Joe, you understand what I'm talking about? You've been there. Look, let me tell you something. I've been that hungry. Yes, several times before, where I made sure my kids ate. And they would say to me, "Ma, ain't you gonna eat something?" And I would say, "No, hey, all mine. Get seconds. I want y'all to have seconds. I want y'all. I'm good. I ate already." And I say, "Well, I'm gonna get ready to go to bed now." That's what I had for dinner. Sleep. Bed. Because you want to make sure your children have just enough. You want to make sure that they don't have to worry about them. You worry about them going to bed with their bellies hungry. Yep. Hey, all mine, I'm blessed. Buckets like this. You got some fuck buckets like this that's pulling at these people heartstrings. They pulling at their heartstrings, and they sharing the same video on Facebook over and over and over and over again. When you got people like this, that's fighting for their lives, kids going hungry. Parents don't know what to do. If you're a single mom, like I'm a single mom, I can't afford to get sick. If I get sick, my kids don't eat. Okay, that part. If I get sick, that if anything happens and go wrong, you know what I was doing today? Making T-shirts. I was making T-shirts, okay? Because you got to get some money to come here some way when your job tell you that you can't come in. I've been out of work almost 3 weeks. Going on 3 weeks. Rent is due now. What you gonna do? What you gonna do? Right now, we ain't even worried about rent. We worried about trying to keep food in the house. We worried about trying to keep bottled water in the house. Okay? We worried about trying to just get the necessities of. Come on now. We ain't even worrying about toilet paper no more. Come on now. Tell me Miss Gina ain't talking. We worrying about bleach. We worrying about ammonia. We worrying about gloves and masks. Those are the things that we worried about because those are the necessities that you need. And you got somebody on here that at the time of all of this that we are going through, sitting up here taking these folks' last dollar. Yes, Prima Wanda, definitely. Got the nerve to fuss at them and tell them, you ain't sold a seed. You got the nerve to be worrying about when we gonna send out the next blessing and you ain't even sold a seed? Where the hell we do that at? Y'all, I'm telling y'all, watch out for these people. Watch out for these people. It is going to happen. Like Prima One said, unfortunately, things are going to get worse before they get better. And more scams are definitely going to be popping up all over the place. All over the place. Yeah, lovely, she right. Thank you, Kiki. You speaking the truth. It's going to get worse. Where was this, Queen Gina? Binge thinking this was on Facebook. This was on Facebook. And it just broke my heart because, you know, I'm going through my Facebook page. I'm going through other stuff. And I'm like, what is they doing? What is this? Because at first I thought, oh, wow. If they blessing people, this is amazing. I'm thinking like they think. 2 minutes into it, I realized it was a scam. 2 minutes. When I stopped, I told you, I always read the comments. I always read the comments. And people were saying, y'all was on here earlier. Y'all were doing the same thing earlier. Folks were saying, but we never saw y'all. Y'all never showed y'all. Can you show us the cash apps? I haven't had Facebook in 5 years. Oh, wow. Yeah, I'm still there. I've been there forever. Actually, I got started on Facebook. Actually, someone from Facebook actually told me to do YouTube. I never did YouTube. I'll be on YouTube every now and then. I've always had a YouTube channel. And I would go on every now and then. And I would do my evening talks. I used to do relationship shows at night. Every night at 12 o'clock. Honey, if you was having problems with your relationship, if you came on my Facebook page, you will get to talk to me and or listen to what I had to say about relationships. And people loved it. Oh my God, folks would be getting off work. They'd be like, Miss Gina, say what you just said. Woo, 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 woo. And someone said, you need to be on YouTube. And I said, well, I'm on YouTube, but I'm just not on it seriously. And that's how I wind up coming over here. And that's how I wind up being over here more seriously than I was over on Facebook. And then it got so where I just disappeared from Facebook, where I wasn't going live no more. So when I went live last night, a lot of people were happy to see me. But the only reason I went live was because when I saw that couple scamming and doing what they were doing, I was like, this is ridiculous. This is ridiculous. Why would you do this to people that don't have, nothing? They just trying to make it. Like, why would you do this? And they was doing it over and over and over again. That's sad because kids been working hard to walk across the stage. Yep. Come on, lovely. I have three that's supposed to be graduating. One out of high school and two going into high school. Nothing. Everything shattered. What did they work for? They did all this for nothing. There's no prom. These kids don't get prom. These kids don't get school dances. These kids don't get... I just did Tropical. I sent you... Did you get it? I sent you a heart back to let you know that I got it, love. Thank you. That I got... Oh, and I got your... Because I didn't have your number. And I got your number. So thank you. But yep, I checked it from this phone. I checked it from my other phone. It's crazy. It is so crazy. I bet your commentary was good too. Binge Thinker, people loved it. I could just tell you that the people that was on there, that came on there, and I always did it late at night. And the reason I did it at 12 was because it was adult conversation and it was for couples, and we talked about everything. And the couples, they was like, where you been? Because we need this. I would have I would go on the LGBTQ community, honey, heterosexuals, we talked about everything, gay, lesbian, whatever it was. I said, honey, it doesn't matter. If a couple is a couple, a wife, a husband, a wife, a husband, whatever it is, but it is all about the bottom line is communication. And I asked the question, I said, do y'all know why most relationships break up? And the first thing everybody said was cheating. I said, nope, it's communication. Most relationships break up because there is no communication. You can get around cheating, but you can't get around a person that lies to you, because if the person lies to you about cheating, then they gonna cheat again. They ain't sorry. But if a person tells you the truth up front, yeah, baby, I cheated. Me and you was having problems. This is how you made me feel. You made me feel less than a man. You made me feel, I wasn't wanted. You didn't give me no attention, and she did. That's why I cheated with her. When you got a man that can tell you that up front, honey, or one that can tell you that up front, you can work your relationship out. But if that person said, no, I wasn't cheating, I don't know where you get that from, and you see the text messages right here, and they still lying, that means they're going to do it again. They wasn't sorry about what they did. Honey, the people loved me on Facebook. They would be like, Miss Gina, where you been? You need to be a counselor. They used to tell me, you need to be, honey, you should be giving seminars and stuff, because I've been in so many different relationships. And so I knew what was wrong and what was right. Even when I caused and fucked up some of the relationships, I would have folks say, I know, Miss Gina, you just said it, but can you say that again? Because my wife just got home from work, and I want her to hear what you just said. Or my husband just got in from work, and I want him to hear what you just said. Honey, my YouTube shows used to be tight. And a lot of people say not YouTube, Facebook. And a lot of people say how they had a lot of issues on Facebook. But I never had any issues on Facebook. Not the drama that I get and have on YouTube. I never had that on Facebook. Never. Facebook never gave me. Run in with a couple of jealous people, say what they say, set them straight. They be on their business. But like how shit go down on the YT. And I loved it. I felt so good when I did that video at home last night. It was like old times being back. And they was like, are you back? Are you back? Everybody was popping in. And I said, damn, I got to go back and start doing more of my evening shows on Facebook at night. Because it was great. Prima Wanda said, I had to go in on Cold Emerald. We do not know of anyone at all. I snapped on her. I'm sure she was happy when I got tired and stopped cussing her out. Good, because she needed to be. That broad is crazy. She's psycho and she's crazy. So everything that you gave her, she deserved. She definitely deserved. Bring it back, dating at 50. Come on, binge thinker. Come on now. I'm definitely going to do it. Yes, yes, yes. You got it, Tropical? Okay. Money and communication. Yep. But the main thing is actually communication and money, because you can make money. Anybody can make money. Is not the problem. It's the love of money. People don't understand that if y'all work y'all finances and stuff out together, you can get around the money part of the relationship. It's the communication about it. Once a cheater, still a cheater, but more careful to not. Kiki said, but more careful to not get caught. You know what? I think cheaters can change and cheaters can, reform. I think that a lot of times it's when they keep the lie going, they know to be more careful to not get caught. But if a person is being honest with you and y'all are being forthcoming with each other, it's not going to be no more cheating. And if it is, it's going to be an open relationship to where that wife or that husband is going to know, okay, if we get into a situation, if I'm off on work for a month or whatever, or you're away or whatever, we can just see whoever, whatever, we just don't bring it back home. Those relationships tend to work because that family has an understanding. It's when you don't have an understanding and you don't have the communication, it's when it is a problem. We are human beings. We are human beings. Women get upset and get their pennies all in a bunch and tied up because they assume that man is never, ever gonna cheat on her. They think that he would never, ever be interested in another booty. But you have to understand that it is in a man's nature that he might love you to death, honey. He may love you to the ends of earth. He may cut his wrist for you. But at some point in time, he is going to have a fascination with another woman. He is going to see someone else and just say, wow, she looked like she might be nice. Wow, I wonder if. And he may be into you and loving you. And the difference is he going to step out and take advantage of what he's feeling? Or is he going to sit his wife or girlfriend down and have a conversation with her or with you and say, babe, I just been feeling some type of way. It could be, y'all may not even have no issues, but he just may decide and feel that he been with you for 20 years and he just want to see what it's like to be up in something else for a change. 1 second, don't mean he don't love you. And women get the same thing. We get bored. Women get bored. You decide that you might have had children. Leave the room. Please, all the children, I'm going to give you 2 minutes. Leave the room because this is going to get kind of vulgar. Leave the room. You may decide that you've been riding the chocolate pony, okay, for 15, 20 years, but you might want a little tan pony. You might want some cream on that pony, okay? You might decide you want a little Italian pony. Not that you don't love the pony that you already got in your stable. Not that you don't love that, but you just may want something a little different. We are human. It goes back again to the point of communicating. Women get mad when they catch their husbands watching porno. Why the fuck you mad? Why you mad because he watching porno? You should be happy. Happy at least he doing it at home and he watching porno and he ain't at the strip club. He ain't at another club. He ain't out somewhere trying to act out that porno. See, y'all need somebody like me to talk and have these conversations with you, because I make women think. I make men think. I make those in relationships think. Because I've been there. I've been on both sides. So I'm not saying I got all the answers to it. I'm just saying that I've been there and I can share those experiences because I've been there. And I've grew to understand. I told you it comes to the point that we got to stop trying to change them and change us. That's what we got to do. Those were my experiences that I had when I was younger. So that's why I said it. Agree or disagree. I agree with you, Kiki. I agree with you. Sometimes when a man cheats, it's not because he has any feelings for the other woman at all. However, I better not ever find out. And you're right. Most men cheat not because they have feelings for that person. It's because they are no longer getting attention. That attention that you were giving when you first met him, or he was giving you when y'all first met. Remember, y'all called every day. Remember the guy, they would answer on the first ring, the first text messages, honey. They would be like, is you all right if you took too long to text them back? It was that constant attention. And as the days grow long, as y'all get on longer and longer, it starts to fade. The attention is not the same anymore. So when that starts to fade, then he's like, damn, she ain't giving me no attention. She didn't call me. She didn't text me. She didn't make me nothing to eat. Like, it's nothing. It's nothing there. So, the guys figure out, they get a smile. They get a smile. Y'all seeing my kids, my jewelry boxes, filthy. But when they get noticed by somebody else, when it is that they get noticed, it is that there's that attention that they was craving. That's that attention that they were craving and that they were getting now that they used to get from you. And so since they're not getting that from you anymore, I had to get my little stand. They're not getting that from you anymore. That's the reason why they go looking for that from somewhere else. And most of the time, the guys in them, my kids must got the heat on hell. They're not cheating and they're not doing all that because it's a sexual thing and all that stuff. They just doing it because they just want to get some stuff off their chest. They just doing it because they literally want to, feel wanted, and they not feeling wanted anymore. So that's why they do it. I've been let that shit go. That's why I'm with a good guy. That part, type of with my boyfriend for 6 years. Awesome. Look, Kiki, do he got a brother? Do he got a brother, girl? Hook a sister up. I better not find out she lovely loves. Me and my husband be looking at the same girl, be like, okay, girl, and we keep it moving. There you go. Nah, he don't play that. He was raised right from his Latino family and 4 sisters. There you go. Yep, there you go. But see, again, it goes back to communication, because if his 4, siblings and his mom and them taught him something, I guarantee you they taught him how to communicate. And I bet when he has an issue with you, or he's feeling something's not right, he come and talk to you about it. Because usually guys that's been raised by women, and women, they know how to express their feelings better. But those that didn't have that didn't have strong siblings, a strong mother, someone to show them, let's get along, let's talk it out. Those that didn't have that, they don't know how. They don't know how to have that conversation. So when someone else gives them that attention in another way, they look at that and think that's what it is that they need, when really all they need to do is have a conversation with their wife or girlfriend. In the same way with the girlfriends. Exactly, Gina, because I'll be looking, love. You are right. I'm going through a situation like that now with a married man at my job, and he is an engineer. I told him I don't play games like that. That part, tropical punch. Let me tell you something. When I work, and it goes on a lot. It goes on a lot at places like the hospital, the post office, factories. Those kind of relationships go on. You know why? Because these people work together every day, all day, for long hours. Sometimes they work longer with you than they are at home. One of the guys that was at our office, the girl who was there before me, she called him her office husband, because they did everything together. They would go to meetings together. They would go do showings together. They would go and do walkthroughs and stuff together. And she would say, "This my office husband." I understood, because they were there before I was, and they worked together a long time. Um, I was going to tell you guys about, give y'all a little story time. I was working at not the book factory. Y'all remember when I was counting the books and stuff? I loved that job. But I was working at this other factory. We was packaging alcohol. We had to put alcohol in the boxes. And you knew who everybody was flirting with, and who everybody was doing what and when and where. And this one person would be in everybody else's business, okay? Everybody else's business. And he thought, because he was a member of the LGBTQ community, and he figured that he could say what he wanted to say, he can do what he wanted to do, talk to anybody the way he wanted to talk to anybody. And I used to say, "Oh, wait, hold up, brother, sister. Hold up, brother, sister, brother, however it is you want to put it. Hold up. Miss Gina, don't play that. You respect me, I respect you." And there was this other guy who would try to flirt all the time. He would flirt. He was flirt with every new face that came up in there. He was one of those. And he had bust down every broad up in there. I ain't need nobody to tell me. Nobody told me this. I paused and I followed the 3 L's. Look, listen, and learn. Did you hear what I said? I paused and I followed the 3 L's. That's all you got to do, and you're going to know everything you need to know. And I watched him, and I watched how he was with who he was, and I watched how the other women who messed around with him get an attitude with other women. And then they all got an attitude with me, because I was the new person up in there. So he focused on me. And I had to tell him, I said, "No, brother." I said, "Have you ever heard of that saying, don't eat and shit in the same place?" And he was like, I said, "Yeah, you heard me correctly. Have you heard that saying, don't eat and shit in the same place?" And he was like, "Yeah." I said, "Well, move on, because I don't eat and shit in the same place. Okay? So you ain't gonna think you're gonna get a nacho." And every day he would be, "Gina, how you doing? How you doing? What you got for lunch?" And this and then everything. I'd be like, "I'm good." And then I go on about my business. Lunchtime, Miss Gina grabbed her lunch and I went to my car. Break time, when we got a little 15-minute break, I grabbed my keys, whatever I need, my cell phone, and I went to my car and I came in. No, baby, this ain't, you gonna have to try again with the next girl that come in, cause this I don't do that. I don't do that. And it was so crazy. Someone else wound up telling me he was married. So through all of these women that was at this job, because mind you, I was there temporarily. I came there under the temp agency. They were actual employees, so they were there. Ain't no place else for them to go. They had been working there for years. He had been working there for years. So even though he has a wife and family at home, he had been messing around with all these different women, every new face that came in at the job and creating all this havoc. And they wasn't smart enough. They wasn't smart enough to say, I don't eat and shit in the same place. It's crazy. It's going to happen to attractive women. However, you have to let them know that I'm no one side piece. That part, Prima Wanda, that part, I don't do that. Let me tell you something. I never ever, knock on wood, and I never, and they say never. I've never ever dated, messed around, or talked to anyone in any place that I've ever worked. And it could be the nicest guy. Y'all know I'm single, and I've been single for a long time. It could be the nicest guy. And even the nicest guy, I still tell him, baby, sweetheart, I can't even do it. They'll ask me, Gina, you want to go out to lunch? Man, let's just have lunch. You're such a nice person. Stuff. And I would say, thank you, but no, thank you. You know, I can't, because I never wanted to do that. I never wanted to have a relationship of any kind, even if they say it's just a friendship, of any kind outside of the workplace. Because when that shit goes sour, you're going to have issues. You're going to have problems. And then when somebody else, like, I'll never forget, I worked for, what was the name of that company? Anyway, they did the floor mats. They did the floor mats, and I worked for them. And I wound up, I was almost, I think I was a week or a couple of weeks away from them being hired. Because if you worked 30 days nonstop, and if you wasn't never late, if you wasn't never, missed any days or none, they would hire you on permanently. And I had my asthma start acting up because they had their ventilation system was just vents and blowers. They didn't have like a heating system. And one of the guys who was teaching us and telling us what to do, real nice guy, real cool. He was out, hey Gina, how you doing? Always spoke to me. Well, his girlfriend worked there. And she side-eyed me and was mad because every time he would always speak. And when I found out, I didn't know he had a girlfriend. I knew. I knew he had a girlfriend that worked there. I wasn't trying to talk to him, no way. But when he speak to me, I would speak back. And when I realized that she was his girlfriend, I spoke to both of them, but I spoke to her first. I would speak to her, and then I would speak to him. And she would give me the cold shoulder. She wouldn't speak. None of that stuff. She felt some type of way. And when she realized that I would go out my way to speak to her first, after a couple of weeks or whatever, she started to warm up and she started to change because I guess she realized I ain't want a man. I was one who honey, I would ignore him. He would say hello. I would speak to her for, hey girl, what's up? How you doing? And then I speak to him, hi. I say, hi, hello, and then go on about my business. Honey, I didn't look at him. I didn't look his way. I didn't give him no attention. But she thought, because I guess she knew that every new face, I guess he would, men gonna be men if it's in them, if they gonna do what it is that they want to do. If they want to cheat, they gonna cheat. Ain't no stopping that. If they don't want to cheat and they gonna do what's right, then that's in them to do what's right. And so no matter what girl, you getting mad at me ain't gonna stop him from doing what he gonna do. And that's the problem that a lot of women have. They get mad at the woman. Don't get mad at the woman. She ain't do shit. She ain't do nothing. So it was crazy. Lovey he do, but he tried to play it off. Y'all are some awesome People, I love this talk, but I have to go. I'm about to eat dinner. Y'all have a wonderful and blessed night. Stay prayed up and stay safe. Mwah. You too, lovely love. Stay prayed up, stay safe. God bless you guys. Everybody stay prayed up and safe, honey. That's all we can do. Exactly, Gina, because I'll be looking for love. You are right. I'm going through this situation. And it's so crazy. You say like that with the now with a married man, and he's an engineer, and you told him you don't play that, and you got to keep telling him. And Kiki said our communication is 100%. And I'm telling you, that's how you know you got a great relationship, honey. When you got a man, because men, they hardest problem is communicating. Most men don't know how to communicate, and some men have a hard time with communicating. So a lot of us have to show them. A lot of us women, we have to show a man how to communicate and how to talk, because a lot of them don't know how to do it. So if you're blessed and you got a significant other, even some women, I ain't gonna just put it on the men, because there's some women that don't know how to communicate neither. But if you are blessed enough and have someone that you can communicate, with, and they can communicate with you, honey, y'all can work anything out. Y'all can work through anything, through love, through finances, through fights, through losing jobs, through losing homes, through whatever the case may be. As long as you got that communication, y'all good. You good. You good to go. Najee, go over and look at a YouTuber called Rehab Relationship and watch his video from last night. It's like your video now. Are you serious? You say Rehab Relationship. Let me write that down, because y'all know, look, I keep my little book close by. I keep it close by. You said rehab relate. Look, I still got the $6. We were supposed to did the cash pop part that we never wound up doing. I still got that, but I'm about to use it for my little notepad thing now. Rehab relationship. I'm going to watch that. Never find love in the wrong places. Honey, sometimes you can find love in the wrong places. And sometimes you can find an asshole in the right place. Okay? People always think, I remember when back in the day, and this is when I was growing up, I remember when guys used to be told you could find a good girl at church. Go get you a good girl at church. And the mothers and the grandmothers used to always say, some of you that's my age, you understand what I'm saying. And some of the mothers and stuff in my say, get you a church going man. Get you a man that get up and go to church. And then when you get up and get in church and you forget, you find out the most sinning is going on in church, honey. The pastor is messing with the second lady, not the first lady. Okay, you got the assistant pastor, messing around with some of the church goers and the followers, and then the choir people is messing with the other choir people, and honey, the worst mess is going on in the church. But that's supposed to be the right place, right? That's supposed to be the right place. And you never know, honey. You could be walking to the supermarket. You could be going to a funeral. Okay? You could be going to a funeral, and that might be the wrong place to do it. But you might find the love of your life. You may find the love of your life. So I wouldn't say never find love in the wrong places, because that wrong place might be the right place to find it. I would say, just for me, ask for what it is that you want, everything that you want in love, in that man, in the significant, in that woman, whatever you want from A to Z. Because you never know when, where, and what time God's going to place that person in your life. Because God ain't going to tell you. You're going to find the love of your life at the supermarket at 7 p.m. tomorrow. He's not going to tell you that. So you could be fixing on your car. You could be cleaning your outside, cleaning your yard. It's a lot of different things. And that may be the person that's supposed to be with you and spend the rest of your life. That might be the love of your life. You never know where someone had to tell me, Gina, don't, because I kept saying, I'll never get married. Never, ever, ever. I don't care what is that. They said, don't say that. Don't let what this person did to you or that person or how they made you feel stop, because you might be blocking the blessing of your king. And I got to thinking about that and saying, damn, you're right. Because, hell, that police officer that give me a ticket might be the love of my life. You just never know when it's going to happen. But when you ask God for it, he going to send it to you. He going to bless you with it. So whether there's a time, place, honey, you can be going to the courthouse, honey. You might got a traffic ticket and you going to the courthouse. Have you heard stories? Look at stories on relationship. Google stuff on how people met. Have you seen them shows where they talk about how folks, you hear where some patients say, oh, he did my boob job. And it wind up being they husband. He wind up asking her to marry. You just never ever know. You never know. Don't give up. Don't think, oh, this might not be appropriate. Because we all thought the church was appropriate, and we see how the churches get down, right? We all see how the churches get down and everything that they do and say, and ain't nothing up in there and that ain't right. Honey, you got polygamy going on in the church. You got cheating. You got pedophile sexual molestation going on in the church. Honey, you got orgies. You got, honey, honey, the church is probably the place to stay away from. We sit up there talking about go find your husband in the church. Honey, you may not want one. You may not want to go there after you really hear what's going down in the churches, honey. Let me tell you something. My pastor, not the church that I just went to out here, another church that I was a member of, and I never forget, he talked about how he would have his wife go and pick up other women for him. He would talk about how he had his wife to go and pick up other women and stuff for him. And he was like, yeah, I was sinning. And he said, and I was still a man of God. He said, we were still going out preaching to the world. And he's saying he had his eye on that little cutie over there. And that was the reason, that's what made me join that church. Right then and there, I had joined that church because I had never, ever been to a church where a pastor will tell you about what he has done wrong. All the other ones will tell you about what you did wrong, what your brother, what your sisters, what she, Abel, Cain, all them did wrong, but they never talk about what they've done. And this pastor and his wife would always discuss the things that went on in their relationship. And I was like, that's my pastor. And to this day, when I go back out that way, because the church is literally about an hour and a half from my house. And when we can, I'll go and visit, from time to time. But that would always be my first church home. No matter what other church that I had, that would always be my church home. So my church don't play that, honey. Never say never. Never say, honey, you'll be amazed what some of these churches do. What you think that they don't play. I will tell you, do you not remember? Was you not around, Belle, when Miss Gina was taking people to church with her every morning? Was you not around when Miss Gina was so proud of her church? Remember I told you, I said, come to this church. It's a very nice church. The pastor is great. And honey, I told everybody, was like, oh, Miss Gina, the choir is nice. The people is nice, honey. Was on it. They was helpful. I thought that church, what you couldn't talk, you could not ever tell me that church was somebody that didn't do wrong or didn't care about their parishioners. You could never tell me, because I thought I loved them with all my heart. Everything that I did, I would tell him, the pastor, every day. I'm like, I'm bringing people to church with me. Everybody can't get out of bed and come physically, but I'm bringing them to. And even when those YouTube people was like, we gonna call the church and tell them about your YouTube channel, I said, honey, it actually helped me, because the pastor actually asked me, would I be on their production? he said, would you, because you know about that, would you be a part of our production? And I said, well, let me think about it. And I didn't wind up giving him an answer. And then when I was going through everything that I was going through, when I got sick and we became homeless, and I hadn't been seen there, we wasn't there, huh?
You got the intro where I clean my ear.
Yeah, it's in that second drawer, Q-tips. And we would go there, every Sunday we would go. I would help out. We would volunteer, honey. We was going there since my kids, they were babies. And when I wasn't there, I wound up, I got a letter. And I'm like, oh, the church sent me a letter. Whoa, whoa, whoa. And they said, well, we noticed you haven't been paying tithes. We haven't been getting your tithes and offerings. And I just said, oh, I ain't gonna worry about it. They'll call me maybe and ask me about whatever. I haven't been there. They haven't seen. And every Sunday they saw me. Every Sunday. Y'all remember I used to take y'all to church from the time I was getting up, getting ready, getting in my car, driving to church, coming home and everything. And I got another letter. And they threatened to throw me out of church because they wasn't getting my tithes and offerings. They didn't, and I'm not saying every church is like this. I'm just saying be mindful. Be mindful. Don't say what your church never would do. And oh, my church is not like that, because honey, you don't never know until you know. Okay? Because I was that person that would have said and swore by it. My church, they help everybody. They look out for people. You ain't got to worry about nothing, honey. They threaten to throw. Not one person called me to this day. They haven't called me. They haven't asked me, Miss Gina, why you haven't been at church? What happened? Are you and the family okay? And that's what you're supposed to do to your members. I was a member, not just a parishioner. I was a member of the church, and I never got one call, not from the pastor, not from the assistant pastors, not from the first lady, not from the folks there. No one ever called to say, is everything okay with you and your family? It was, we're not receiving your tithes and offerings anymore. So a lot of these churches is very few. I'm not going to say very few. They're not like they used to be, where churches really cared about people. They cared more about people than they cared about the money and about, the numbers and stuff. Right now, it's just all about money and numbers. It's crazy. I've been with them for 9 years, since 2011. They are very genuine. We all think that. We all think that. You've been with them for 9 years. My babies and them, the twins are 14 years old. I was with them. We started going in that church the second we had moved out here. When we first moved, the church was brand spanking new. I think the church, when we started going there, they had only been up maybe a year. Maybe a year, I think they had only been going, brand spanking new and everything. We were one for, honey, you can count the people on your hand that was attending the church. And how we found out about the church was we found out through the school, because the school would tell everybody, and the school also used the church to give out their Christmas gifts and everything. Even the schools in them I'm just saying, don't bet your life on it. Don't bet your life on it, because I would have. And these churches are not like they used to be, and they are not cracked up to be who we think and who we assume they are. It's just not like that anymore with them. It used to be where you can trust them, where you didn't, and you can say that they're genuine until they're not genuine. And if the church is in Chicago, if the church is in Chicago, in Crook County, oh honey, I pause. I straight up pause on that one. Pretty one said, I've been thrown out because of that, but now the pastor is begging me to come back. Not, but they remember the good money I was given, and they need my money again. That's what they do, Prima Wonder. Let me tell you something. I was shocked the other day. I got an email from my church. They was having a meeting or something to something. I said, what the hell they sending me an email for? Because y'all threw me out. But they said, if we don't get a time, they gave me a deadline, Prima Wanda. They gave me a deadline. And I just, you know what I did with that letter? Threw it up and threw it in the garbage and said, okay, whatever. That's not the church for me. We going to have to find us a new one. And I got an email a couple of days ago, about 2 or 3 days ago from the church. And I'm like, well, why am I still on there? Why am I still on there? And they was just like, oh, we want to know if you're going to come to that meeting. No, like you said, Prima Wanda, they in need. They in need. And they remember I was bringing money to the church. I gave my tithes and offerings. Honey, let me tell you something. When I would win at the boat, at the casinos, if I won, if somebody blessed me, I always made sure I gave to the church. Always made sure. And it hurt my heart. I'm telling you, it broke my heart. It broke me down when they didn't even pick up a phone or an email. Just like they emailed me a few days ago to ask me to come to that meeting, they could have emailed me and said, Miss Gina, are you okay? Because we haven't seen you or the children. Are you guys good? That day never came. That day has never, ever came. It's never came. So I just say, be mindful. It's great that you feel that way, and Belle, and I'm not to make you feel any other way, about, where you rep and worship, where you worship. Just keep your eyes open. That's all I could say. We can agree to disagree. And I love those moments when I have somebody where we can agree to disagree. But I'm going to always say, keep your eyes open. Because when something isn't right or doesn't feel right, you'll look at this moment and say, wow, Miss Gina said, keep your eyes open. Let me tell you something. I have an issue. My first issue with churches was when the churches would say, we only giving to the children. The babies and stuff can get some, and the high schoolers never got anything. And my thing was, if it's a family and you're helping a family, shouldn't you help that entire family? Why is it that a 15-year-old freshman, because he's in high school, can't get a Christmas gift or can't get anything because he's now in high school, but he has to look at his 14, 13, 12-year-old, 10-year-old get some stuff? Did you know that they do these at church? And they do these at all churches, not just all churches. At Christmas time, they don't give to the high school unless somebody specifically in the church say, we're going to make baskets for the high schoolers, or someone decides specifically we're going to give them gift cards and stuff like that. Honey, those kids get left out. My children used to say, I'm going to pick out something for my older brothers and sisters, because that's just how we did it. It didn't matter. Like I said, that bag of chips, it went back to that bag of chips syndrome. We still live by that. Everybody get one chip, but everybody gets something. So when my older children that wasn't in high school didn't get any Christmas gifts or anything from the church, my younger children would be like, I'm going to get Sydney something. I'm going to get Kia something. They will pick out something that they thought their older siblings would like, just so they would have something. I've seen in churches and in fundraisers and different things where they say, how old is that one? Oh, I'm sorry. He's 14. We only doing it up to 14. Or we only doing it up to 15. So you think it's right that a 16, 17-year-old, they're not adults. They're not adults until they're 18. So that 16 and 17 shouldn't get anything. But this is a church. This is a church, mind you. And the church is in the business of helping the community. And I just want to wake and open your eyes. I just want you to understand. Because when people say, oh no, my church is, they don't never do that. My church is awesome. My church is amazing. My church, you won't know until you know. You don't know until you see. I've had folks where they told me when I was homeless, baby. When I was homeless, and they said, Miss Gina, go over there to my church. My church take everybody. They take them on. And I say, you sure now? Because I got teenage boys, and I don't want it to be a problem. You sure? Oh, yeah, go over to my church, honey. They'll take you and your whole family. And I get over there, and they say, and what's the ages of your son? And I said at that time, I think that they were over the age of 8. I remember, I'll never forget, in that one church, the lady told me, oh, I'm sorry. If they were 11 and under, they could stay with you. But because they're not under 11, and this wasn't at the shelter was 8. The shelter was 8. If they were over the age of 8, they had to put them with grown men. But at the church, it was 11. So if your child was over the age of 11, they had to sleep with grown strangers. You see how? But this person told me, not my church. My church, not my church. They gonna look out for you. They gonna take everybody. And it wasn't that. And it might have been a very good church. But that is how they wasn't in the business of keeping families with family. They were in the business of, we need to follow these certain guidelines and rules because this is our funding. They was in the business of money. All churches are in the business of money. I don't care what church you go to, what you think you got, how good you think it is. Let that money roll out and see how things change. I'm just saying. Keep your eyes open, because when you've been there, you know when you see it. One said, I would sometimes give them $200 a week. I fell on hard times and they never reached out to me. I was a big blackjack player and was winning. I lost my job and stopped going to the casinos and boats. Wow, Prima Wanda. Bill said, got it. Hey, Queendom. Hey, T-Money. How you doing? I'm so bored. Well, you came to the right place. We just chit-chatting, that's all. And let me tell you something. I love not the church, but the people in the church. I love God-fearing people. I love people that's going to help people. That's one of the reasons why when I get donations and stuff like that, I never, ever give to the church. I don't donate to the church. I don't donate to Catholic Charities. I don't donate to the Salvation Army. I don't donate to the Goodwill. I donate to the people. So if you give me some stuff, if you send me some stuff, you're going to see Miss Gina going to set up a table and I'm going to give that stuff straight to the people. You're going to see me. I make bags, shopping, and I'm going to go and knock on the door, honey. I give stuff to the schools. Did you know? Because the schools know who the homeless people are. They know who the homeless people are. They know who the children that are in their classrooms that are homeless and in need and don't have anything. So give directly to them, because these other people, they ain't getting it. They ain't getting it. Puerto Rico still waiting for all the donations. Kiki, am I lying? Kiki, am I lying? Kiki, am I lying? Puerto Rico are still waiting for all of those donations that the people that we sent over there to help them. They are still waiting, baby. They still waiting to get it. Now you tell me why them babies ain't getting it. Why there's diapers and milk and formula and food and clothing and all of this. Oh, yes, babe. Hey, Hallis. Woo! Y'all need some little mwah, 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 mwah. Woo! I'm giving you some hugs and kisses and love. Kiki said exactly, still waiting. They are still waiting for all of this stuff that me and you went and bought. Honey, there's people I know. Let me tell you something. My oldest children's father has been a truck driver for over 30 years. Did you hear me? My son is 32. He was a truck driver long before he was born. Okay. When I had Trey, when I gave birth to Trey and I left that hospital, honey, we was on the truck. Do you hear me? We lift that mattress up, put all the diapers and stuff up under there. These was his bottles, so we didn't need to have formula or anything. We just had to have milk. We had milk and we had powdered formula for those times that I didn't feel like nursing him and everything. But he was a truck driver, and he was one of the truck drivers that was helping other truck drivers and relief when all the truck drivers was driving tons and loads of stuff. And you know where they put them? They put them in warehouses. They put them in buildings. They had people. We had movie stars and folks that was donating private airplanes to fly that stuff in to the most damaged areas, to those areas that was flooded, to those areas that people couldn't get through. Those folks are still struggling. And you know where that stuff is? It's still held up in the warehouse. It's still held up in the warehouse. People were stealing and folks were taking things. You welcome, love. And all kind of stuff. Y'all fool president gave them rolls of towel paper. Come on now. They still waiting. They still waiting. You think that these organizations, if you look it up, Kiki could tell you, if you look up Catholic Charities, the Salvation Army, if you look up all of these places, the only persons that's getting rich and collecting anything is the CEOs, is the president of the company. That's where all the money and stuff goes to. When you donate $50, $100, all that, do you know that only 5% or less goes to the people? The rest goes to the higher ups. If you look in Google, you would see that their bonuses checks are in the millions. So do you know what they get now? Because we starving over here. We going through all kind of stuff. They ain't starving because their bonus checks going to be big. What they say we getting? Maybe 1,200, 1,000 less. Maybe for each child is 500. Guess how much they getting? Put a 10 on that, 10 times that, 20 times that, okay? That's why I don't give to churches. I'm not saying that you shouldn't. I'm telling you the reason why I don't. And I just want you to open your eyes. Because I guarantee you, if you ask them where to go, you won't be a member too much longer. Ask them, when I give you my tithes and offerings every Sunday, how much of that actually goes back to the people? Because I guarantee you, if you went to them and asked them, can they give you some? Because you've been tithing out. Now, come on, this your church, and your church is good, and they stand by you, and you've been a member of it for 10 years, 15 years, 20 years, right? And you've been giving. So they should have a whole lot of money, because if you giving, everybody else in the church is giving, right? What happens when you say you need rent paid? What happens when you say you need your car fixed? What happens when you say you don't have transportation money, Uber money, taxi cab money, whatever? Are they going to give it to you? Are they going to bless you with it? Are they going to pay for your child's graduation? They're not going to give none of that. When I stood out there on that street corner, go look on my Facebook, you'll see the line was around the block. Folks were saying, they were handing me their IDs. I said, baby, I don't need your ID. They say, you with a church, aren't you? Now the church want all this information on you. They want your ID. They want your medical card, okay? They want to know where your job, they want all this information on you just to give you a little bit of change. And this is a church. Now, if the churches is supposed to help you and why they need all that stuff? Why they need all that? You shouldn't need all that stuff. If you're going to help me, you're going to help me, right? If you're giving me a portion or half or quarter of it or whatever it is, you're supposed to help me, especially if I'm a member of your church and I've been going to your church forever, right? Why I still need to give you all this information? I set that table up. I said, baby, I don't need that. They say, you from a church, aren't you? I said, no. I said, I'm Miss Gina. I said, just take my card and let everybody know that I said, I'm just like you. I've been there and I know how, and I'm just out here to help. Honey, the gangs came. One of the people in charge came and they said to me, he said, what you doing? I said, I'm giving out food and clothes and stuff like that. Can I help you with something? He said, who you with? I said, I'm not with nobody. He said, you ain't with nobody? You ain't from no church or nothing? You ain't from no organization? I said, no, I'm not. I gave him my card. I said, this is who I am. I said, I'm just like everybody else here. I said, I live in a decent area. I'd rather take from that decent area and bring it out here where it's needed. And I said, these people need it. Now, if I want, he said, no, I just wanted to make sure and know who you from and this and that. He was like, you good people, you good. And he told two of the guys, make sure don't nobody touch her. Make sure don't know. This is why I don't know who, one of the gang men, but he ran it. Did you hear what I'm saying over there on Madison? If you don't think about Chicago, on the west side of Chicago, when I mention Madison Avenue, you know what I'm talking about. He ran it over on that area. He told two of his soldiers, make sure don't nobody touch her. Make sure don't nobody mess with her. After he checked and make sure I wasn't with the police, I wasn't an informant, I wasn't with, he wanted to know what church. When I said, I'm just a citizen, I'm just like these people out here. I used to live out here. Now I stay somewhere better and my people need help. And I'd rather bring it back out here because where I live, they don't need the help. And he said, oh, okay. He said, what you need, from people, what they got. I said, I don't need nothing. I was just telling the lady, put her medical card and ID away. I don't need to see an ID. I told him, I said, the only thing I want to see is if you don't have the children with you, then just show me on a medical card something that you have 2 or 3 other children at home. And you're not, because anybody can come and say, I got 3 or 4 children at home, and then they don't. And then that takes away from somebody else. I said, so for those people, if they're taking something back for other children, I want proof. But other than that, as long as they're here, I said, everybody gonna walk away with some. Honey, I had, do you hear me? 2 van loads and 2 car loads of everything. Food, clothing. We was giving toys. We was giving away all kind of stuff. And I was giving it away. It wasn't like in the church where they had to come and fill out a whole bunch of shit and show all kind of IDs and a whole bunch of stuff just in order for you to get 2 gifts. Just for you to get 2 gifts. Have you seen Unbelievable? It's a TV series. Nope. Kiki, you know me and you be on I gotta see it. Is it on Netflix? What it's on? Because I gotta see it. I know that's right. We are all blessed. Yep. It's not what you do. It's how you do it. I'm good, T-Money, and you. Been watching Netflix all day today. Left all I had to take a break from Netflix to be here with the queen. I know, because me and Kiki, y'all, we was like, I was telling her about movie I was watching last night. She said, I'm watching it too. Look, Netflix is my best friend. Netflix is my best friend. Kiki, no, but I heard it's good. I think I might want. Oh, T-Money, you heard it's good. I've never heard nothing about it. Let me write that down. Unbelievable, because I'm gonna watch it. Netflix. I gotta make sure that I write. Yeah, did I write that down? Yes, that's the one I told you about in Lavender. Yeah, you did tell me about that in Lavender. Yeah, cause see, I'm gonna need some new movies, honey. We gonna all be watching these movies and stuff together. But yeah, so we gotta keep, cause through this crisis, let me ask y'all this. Have y'all anybody heard? Because I haven't. And maybe that's just for my area. But through this crisis and everything that's been going on, has anybody heard anything about any churches doing anything? Because I haven't. Yeah, that 3022 movie, it was good, but it was crazy, wasn't it? And I didn't like that it was going back and forth. You know how he it went back in time 5 years later, then it went up, and then he was old, and then it go back, and then he was young. It was just going back and forth. That part I didn't like. That they was just making me dizzy with all of that. But it was a good movie, but a crazy movie. But yeah, I haven't heard anything about any churches or anything, them doing anything in preparation for the CV. I haven't even heard them doing anything special for their parishioners or anything. Like I don't know nobody that have gotten letters or seen. I haven't even seen. Now there's a church, two churches that's right around the corner from my house, walking distance. And I've been seeing cars there at the churches, and I've been seeing people pulling up and stuff, but they haven't even sent anything. It's like if you don't go to them, you just won't know nothing. If you don't go to them. But I haven't heard or anything about any churches or anybody speaking of any churches saying we're helping our parishioners. We're helping those that are our members of our churches. Well, we're sending out water and food or whatever we're collecting to the food. Like I haven't heard or anything. I'm just asking, have y'all heard anything or the church is doing anything where you guys live in y'all's areas? Because I ain't heard nothing around here. I ain't heard nothing about, and I got a lot of people, a lot of family and friends that live in the city that is actually going through a bunch of stuff, and they haven't even heard from. Matter of fact, I was calling people today. Let me tell you this. If you live in Illinois, this is my daughter's letter. If you live in Illinois, I remember I was telling you guys about some of the places that do subsidized housing and do Section 8 and do stuff like that. Some of their lists are open and some are closed. But if you live in Illinois, there is Mercy Housing. It's MERCY. Mercy Housing. Contact them. Their list is open. So if you are in need of a 1-bedroom or a 2-bedroom right now, fill out the application. Google them. Fill out the application right now. Get your name on that list, and so that they can get you in. Because after all of this stuff is over with, they are definitely going to be putting people in homes. So if one of my moderators can put that in, again, it's called Mercy, MERCY Housing. You can Google it and get the information from it. If you are in need of a 1-bedroom apartment or a 2-bedroom apartment and you're on a fixed income, thank you, Kiki. Mwah. Got you. Oh, I'm giving this hug to you, baby. And you're on a fixed income, contact them. Y'all know I work for housing. I do property management and stuff. So Miss Gina, they tell me all the time about different apartments, different things and stuff like that. I told my daughter, honey, I just told my son and them today. He said, "Oh, Mom, why you ain't sign me up?" I said, "Cause you got to sign your own ass up. I'm telling you. This is the reason why I'm telling you." Ben just came in here and said, "Mom, can you sign me up for it?" I said, "I'm going to take you. Okay? I'm going to take." So those of you, I'm letting you know that if you are in, need of a 1 or a 2-bedroom apartment and you live in Illinois and you're on a fixed income, they're taking applications now. And I'll get more information to you guys, those of you, because look, a lot of people going to be needing it. A lot of folks that's without jobs and gonna get evicted from their 3 bedrooms and their house and everything else that need to downsize. This is what they definitely are going to. I already heard that. Did y'all hear that? I don't know about in your area, but they said Chicago, they giving a lot of the homeless people, the housing authority, they giving them Section 8 and giving them stuff to get them off the street and to get them in somewhere really, really quick. So we got to do what we got to do, to help. And I told you guys, I'm all about sharing. I'm about sharing any information that I find. If it's going to help my people, I'm going to give it to you guys. I'm going to share it with you. Yes, Self-Made, I watched it and it was good. Ooh, I watched it twice, Kiki. I watched it twice and it was a great movie. I watched it twice. Very, 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 very good movie. It was. So anyway, I've been on here for 1 hour and 45 minutes. I'm about to shut it down, go put my clothes in the dryer. Let's see, what time is it? 10:30. It ain't late. 10:30. I'm gonna come fix me something to eat, settle down, take off this sports bra because it's killing me, and in this dress and put on my pajamas. I'm gonna relax, honey. I'm gonna let the girls flop. I'm going to look, if you like me and you got these big goomas, honey, you got to let the girls hang, honey. So I'm going to take this stuff off, get comfortable, and then maybe I just chit chat with you guys in my bed. Okay. How about that? Let's just chit chat. What else do we got to do tomorrow? What else we got? I got to take the boys. I do got to take them to the, I told you guys I was taking them to the food pantry tomorrow. The boys are going to the food pantry in the morning to help out. So they got to do that tomorrow. You are the most caring and loving CC. May God continue to bless you. Mwah. Thank you, Prima Wanda. I love you guys so much. I love all of you guys. Have you seen Medea's Family Reunion 1,000 times? Even though it came out last year, that movie I watched twice. I love that. That is my movie. I love it. I love it. I love all of Medea movies. They're great. They're great movies. They are. Kiki, you should watch Freaks. Oh, yes, T-Money. Freaks is a great movie. That little girl was bad. That little girl, she was something else. I mean, bad in a good way. Freaks, that's a great movie. Definitely watch that. If y'all haven't watched Freaks, watch Freaks. That's a great movie. Yeah, we could talk about other movies and stuff that we watch. Honey, let's talk about that was supposed to be my next video. Remember, we were supposed to talk about how to make money from home. A lot of people are going through a bunch of stuff and they need to know how to make an income from home. So if you guys got any ideas and stuff like that, that's what we're going to talk about when I get back, okay? Is The Notebook a good movie? Yes, it is. The Notebook is a very good movie. I saw that. It's a good movie as well. So when we go, get your notebook. That's a great way to end it, Prima Wanda. Get your notebook out because we're going to talk about ways to make money from home. Honey, get ready. Get ready. Get your ideas. Look, listen, and learn. We're going to have a great conversation. I love you guys. Mwah. Ta-ta for now. Kiki always on time. She always on time. That's my boo right there. That is my boo. Okay, I'll see you guys in a minute. Ta-ta for now, Empress. Everybody.